Hi, I'm Mary Joy. I'm the founder and CEO of Aim to Get Better. I'm a nurse consultant for people with neurocognitive conditions, so we can provide advice, consultancy and training for any dementia care services. We also offer training for people who are informal carers, people living with neurocognitive conditions. We also provide training and consultancy for people living with trauma and for organisations wanting to provide trauma-informed care. Today, I'm really excited because we are launching our Healing Sound service. So this has been 50 years in the making for me. When I was 8 years old, I started playing the flute. By the time I was 14, I'd got my grade 8, which was the highest grade you could get without going professional. I had my grade 5 theory in music, and I was already playing in semi-professional bands and orchestras. For different reasons, I decided not to go professional. And when I was 18, I was playing my flute, and I'd already written lots of songs and poems. But as I was playing my flute, I wrote this song, and then I tried to find some words to put to the song, and I couldn't. And the song was just so beautiful and really came from my heart, but I just could not find any words to go with the beauty of the song. And I ended up getting quite frustrated and was like, why can't I find the words for this song? And in here, I got the answer straight away, which was there aren't meant to be words, that this is a song without words. I ended up calling the song Too Beautiful for Words. And I knew straight away that as I played that music to people, that they would experience healing, whether that was spiritual or emotional or possibly even physical. And so I started playing my flute in that way, and did find that whenever I finished playing, people were often in an almost meditative state, and often would come to me afterwards and say that they'd been crying, or they'd found emotional release, or that it had just been very, very meaningful to them while I was playing. So I think I was a bit before my time, really, because that was back in 1984, and to my knowledge, there weren't healing sound therapists about by then. There were music therapists who were very highly qualified professional people working in hospitals and places like that, but to my knowledge, there weren't healing sound therapists as we know them today. So move on 40 years, and I've just got my level 1, 2 and 3 qualifications in healing sounds therapy. But what's quite exciting to me is that we are going to combine our expertise about dementia with our expertise with music. And to my knowledge, we're one of the very few services in the country that are going to be offering healing sounds therapy to people with neurocognitive conditions. So we'll be offering drumming workshops, we'll be offering healing sounds workshops, in which case people will be playing the instruments. It'll be very different to the drumming circles because the instruments will be much quieter, things like wind chimes, things like shakers and different percussion instruments that are much calmer than perhaps the drumming. But with all of these workshops, the plan is that by the end, people have been helped to come into a place of deep relaxation. Now, there's a lot of theory behind it, the different types of brain waves and how they affect the body, and how the healing sounds can actually bring physical healing. They can promote sleep, can promote well-being, can promote appetite. There's lots and lots of scientific evidence to show how it works, and if you're more interested in that, then please go to my website. But for me, to be able to specialise in this way, to understand how different types of neurocognitive conditions might mean that people respond to different music in different ways, to different instruments. For example, some people with some types of dementia may not cope with the symbol at all, whereas other people might really love the loud crashing sound that it makes. But in all of these sessions, the idea is that we take people on a sound journey, and during that time we take them to a place where their parasympathetic nervous system takes control, and that's the part that fills the body with chemicals and with hormones that tells you it's okay, you can relax, you're safe, you're in a place of well-being, you can feel okay in this space. So that's the idea of any sound bath, but this sound healing journey is specifically tailor-made for people with dementia. So I hope you're as excited as we are. If you want to find more information, please email me maryjoy@aimtogetbetter.com, and really look forward to going through this journey with you and with the people you care for living with dementia.